Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to make sense of all that corporate speak so you don't have to. Today we're looking at a report from Richmond Mutual Bancorporation, Inc. that just dropped, and while it looks like a routine update, there is always a story hiding in the numbers if you know where to look. Before we dive in, if you like this kind of straight talk about company filings, make sure you are subscribed. And hey, we've got a great community brewing over on Discord. The link is in the description below, so come join the conversation. So what we have here is what is called a Form 8K, which is basically a company's way of telling the public about any major events that happen between their usual quarterly or annual reports. In this case, Richmond Mutual Bancorporation, or RMBI as their stock ticker says, is letting everyone know about their results for the third quarter of 2025. They announced their earnings, meaning how much money they made, and you can find the full details of that announcement right here. This part is all about the earnings release. Companies usually put out a press release to share these numbers, and what RMBI did was attach that press release to this filing. It is their way of formally submitting it to the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, for everyone to see. Think of it as them saying, here are our latest financial results for all investors to review. Now, while the actual numbers from the earnings release aren't detailed in this particular document itself, the filing tells us that the release was put out on the 23rd of October 2025. This is the key date for this report, marking the end of their third quarter and the announcement of how they performed during that period. We will have to look at the attached press release for the juicy financial details, but this 8 confirms the event happened and was officially reported. For those who might not know, RMBI is a bank holding company. They operate in the financial sector, and like any bank, their performance is closely tied to interest rates, loan demand, and the overall health of the economy. This earnings announcement is their chance to show investors how they are navigating these factors. Their stock is traded on the Nasdaq Stock Market LLC under the ticker symbol RMBI. This means that investors can buy and sell shares of Richmond Mutual Bancorporation incorporated on this major exchange. When a company files an 8K about earnings, it is because public shareholders need to be informed in a timely manner. Looking at this filing, it is pretty straightforward. It is essentially an announcement of earnings. The main meat and potatoes of what RMBI actually earned and how things are looking financially will be in that attached press release, Exhibit 99.1. Since we don't have the full earnings report here, we can't give you a deep dive into their profit margins or revenue growth, but the fact that they are reporting the earnings means we can anticipate seeing those figures soon. However, we can infer a few things. Companies typically release earnings reports to show their progress, highlight achievements, and sometimes to manage expectations. If it is good news, they're eager to share it. If it is less than stellar, the wording can sometimes be more cautious. Without the specific numbers, we are left to assume, based on the timing and the filing, that management felt this was a significant event worth reporting immediately. This form also includes a section for additional exhibits. Here we see Exhibit 99.1. which is the press release detailing their third quarter 2025 earnings. This is the document that would contain the actual financial statements and commentary from the company's management. We also see Exhibit 104, which is the cover page interactive data file. This is a standardized format, often in XBRL, that makes the financial data machine readable for analysts and automated systems. It essentially makes the numbers easier for computers to process and analyze. Now, for a company like Richmond Mutual Bancorporation, Incorporated, their financial health is paramount. As a bank, their core business involves taking deposits and making loans. So when they report earnings, investors are looking for signs of profitability, asset quality, and capital strength. Are they making money from their lending activities? Are their loans being repaid? Do they have enough capital to withstand economic shocks? These are the questions that a detailed earnings release would answer. While this specific document is brief, it signals that the company is adhering to its reporting obligations. For investors, this filing is a confirmation point. It tells you that the earnings announcement has been made, and the information they need should be readily available in the reference press release. So, what can we glean from this filing? It tells us that on the 23rd of October 2025, Richmond Mutual Bancorporation, Incorporated, put out their third quarter earnings. This is a standard procedure for public companies, and it is important for transparency. It allows investors to stay informed about the company's performance. The crucial details about whether their profits are up or down, if their loan portfolio is healthy, or what their outlook is for the rest of the year would be in the associated press release. From a broad perspective, filing these reports is a sign of good corporate governance. It shows they are being transparent with their shareholders. However, without the actual financial details, it is hard to offer a deep analysis of their current standing. We can only say that the announcement has been made. And the stage is set for us to look at the earnings release itself to understand the true financial story of Richmond Mutual Bancorporation, incorporated for the third quarter of 2025. Overall, Richmond Mutual Bancorporation, Incorporated appears to be following the required reporting procedures. The strength or weakness really hinges on the numbers within the earnings release. Banks are sensitive to economic cycles, so a strong earnings report would indicate resilience and smart management in the current environment, while a weak one would suggest challenges. We will be keeping an eye out for that press release to see if they are growing deposits, if their net interest margin is holding steady, and if they are managing their loan loss provisions effectively. That is our breakdown of this particular filing. What is your take on this earnings announcement now that we know is being made? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this quick deciphering useful, please hit that like button and subscribe to Corporate Decoder for more. And remember, our Discord community is buzzing with discussions, so the link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.